Why are you staring at the game right now?
Man, because I'm looking at this ass whooping that Milwaukee is putting on Miami. Like, god damn, I had some hope. You
Sucks
know,
for them. I mean,
I had. I mean, it really does, especially what they did last year. I was like, damn, we're getting we're seeing the Milwaukee team that we were supposed to see last season.
it is what it is. The team is terrible, so let it be terrible.
God damn, it is just like this isn't even worth finishing the rest of this shit. Like I'm ready for the Lakers game. Like that series is way more entertaining than this shit. I'm like, my God. Like
Hey, that's life.
it is. But anyways, welcome to another dope episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy Nate.
And I'm Adrian. What's good? What's goody good?
Going on, No Sleep Crew? How y'all doing out there? What's going on, A Boogie?
Hey, listen, I'm out here dressed like I'm ready to go in for the game. You know what I mean? I got my warm-up gear on since heat ain't doing shit. So I might as well sit out there just like with Victor Oladipo and you know what I'm saying?
Man, it is just sad. I'm like, God damn, and then they gonna get swept. Like it is just at this point, it's just like, show up. Have
Get that broom ready. But at what point? Yeah, at what point do you just be like, let me just get this check and
that's pretty much what Game 4 is gonna be.
Pass these balls around, like literally. Let me pass these balls around.
I'm sitting on the bench, like let me go ahead and make plans. I'm booking my vacation. I'm like, we ain't gonna win. Like it is what it is. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put up, like 20. Just so they like, all right, this nigga ain't really trying. I'm gonna do my thing. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. That's what it is.
Just give up. Get that check. Make sure it clears. Text while you're sitting on the bench and keep it going. Like, get some tweets in. Like, guys, I'm still good. I'm still active. We still on for tonight for dinner?
God damn, we suck. I'll be like, shit. Like, nigga, are we even trying? I'm just really looking at it, and I'm just like, damn, Milwaukee is just literally that much better. Every game has been like 20-point blowout.
About time, though. About time, though. Let's just say about time. This is what we thought they were, right? This is what we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were.
Right.
That had to be still one of the best post-game press conferences ever. I was like, damn.
R.I.P. Didn't he pass?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
R.I.P.
But yeah, that shit was epic. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button on all podcast platforms. We appreciate y'all for checking in. Still staying on this playoffs topic. They threw some popcorn on your boy as he was leaving.
Russell Westbrook got first of all, it took like 5 strong niggas to apprehend and hold him down. And you know what? I'm not mad at Russell because he's like, guys, I'm tired of this shit. And then Trae Young supposedly got spat on. Look at me. Spat on. And they zoomed in to show the spit because some girl jumped and reacted off some wet stuff. And Trae Young did not. He decided not to press any charges. And I saw Shaq was like, show their faces. Out of respect of the players, show their faces. I know they banned indefinitely, but show their faces. If we would have did that, it would have been an issue, which is true. So
it would have been. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, show their faces. Also beat their ass. And like you said, I was like, damn, Russ is strong as fuck. I was like, shit. I'm like, they weren't like no like small ass dudes either. Like these was some big ass niggas like holding this nigga back. And I remember the Malice in the Palace. I am from Michigan. I was watching the game. I was actually supposed to go to that game, but I ended up not, and I'm mad that I didn't. But I watched it, and I was like, these niggas is really in the stands whooping ass. And I feel like Russ would have been, I'd have been okay with it. I'll just let him go. Let him go, square up. I'm like, you want to throw popcorn? Throw it now with me in your face. Like,
Russell, Russell looked like he was practicing for the gridiron. Like this nigga he was picking. He looked like he could pick up some boulders, like the strongest man competition. The way that he decided, like to me, I feel like if Russell wanted to really fight through those 10 niggas that was holding him down, he definitely could have. It was a whole heap of niggas, okay?
Man, it was like they had the whole goddamn SWAT team out there. I was like, damn, they really holding this nigga back. I'm like,
I saw a few people remove their masks and it was like, woo!
Yo, and did you see the people? They snitched on his ass so fast. They was, my man, they was pointing with a quickness like...
They look like a third grader real quick, about to get their snacks removed. Okay.
Oh man, but yeah, they end up removing homie. They took his season tickets away,
as he should.
Which no, I'm okay with that, but it's got to be more of a penalty than that, because I mean, you still watching the games at home, you still gonna talk your shit. So I mean, it's got to be something. And you know what's crazy? They keep trying Russ. They keep trying Russ. It seems like every season in the playoffs, or whether it's like Utah, they just keep trying him. So I feel like, commissioner, he just be like, okay, you got one, Russ. You get one pass. Just whoop a fan's ass. Whoop one fan's ass, and we good. Make an example out of him. You gotta start making an example out of people.
He's gonna go Gilbert Arenas on somebody one day and pull up with a gat. He gonna be like, say something one more time. Say something one more again. I wish you would. Okay.
Blicky.
Real quick.
Oh, he's like, yo, I stay with the burner. He was like, I really want to figure out like how many slang terms are there for guns. It's like blicky, burner, Glock, what else niggas? The chopper,
gat.
Yep, gat. I was like, niggas be calling guns like.
Hey man, you have to be clever because they're always being watched and on the, especially gang members. They on the phone like, hey, bring the Tui. And
since we're talking about gang culture, what I've been watching? I've been watching The Wire. I've been going back and I'm like rewatching. I'm on season 2, and I'm like, everybody always talks about how good The Wire is, and I'm like, you're right. It is a great fucking show. But the first time I watched it, now I rewatched, I missed a lot of shit, and I'm just like, oh, I'm like, this shit really is some dope ass shit. Like, hey, yo, we don't talk business in the car. We don't talk about nothing, and I'm like, yo. This is some. I couldn't be a gangster because I talk too much. I'd be like, "Hey, nigga,
I was about to say
some snacks. Like, yo, when we going to McDonald's, I'm definitely gonna be talking. Like, I'm gonna be like, hey, man,
you know what? I will say I didn't really pay attention enough on The Wire because I was too busy, Googling and over all the fine people. There was some fine men in that damn show. I was like. Idris Elba was in there. The light skin. You're right. Listen, I don't know. Man. Yeah, it was fine. It was a slew of fine men. Okay.
Definitely the eye candy for the ladies. Definitely none for the men.
I mean, what you would expect? It was
definitely didn't do it.
Gun, drugs, and murder. Okay.
And bodies dropping. It was a whole lot of killing on The Wire. I'll be like, shit. And it really makes you wonder, like, okay. And you hear the stories about Baltimore, so it's like, yeah, I have no desire. No offense to anyone out there from Baltimore, but I was like, I have no desire to visit.
Speaking of killers, we got a killer ass guest on tonight.
Man. This dude be out here ripping the stages. I'm talking about 4-5 shows a night. You are
murdering
brother out here. Definitely get tickets. About to bring in a very, very funny dude. You can catch him all over. Let's give it up for Miss Brown.
Yes.
Hi, Adrian. Hi, Nate. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
course. We appreciate you for being here. What is going on, man?
You know, I have just been having the time of my life performing. Honestly, I have been so busy this month.
Humble brag.
I had 3 shows at Zany's. I had 4 shows at Comedy Bar this month. I absolutely love getting in front of these club audiences because everyone's so excited to be out of the house. And everyone's just thrilled to be able to, you know, get here from Milwaukee because they're vaccinated and they get to just enjoy life again, you know? They get to leave the cheese and go towards the culture.
So how are the crowds been since you being back out?
Well, if it's a 7:30 show, they're going to be old. Just handle that. Just like be ready to emotionally prepare. You're going to see a lot of C-section scars and just like a lot of bitterness. Listen, they want to laugh, but they aren't always aware. And you just got to bring them with you on a journey of joy. You truly
Come on. You
because
can
they
laugh.
haven't been happy in a long time.
These are jokes.
They haven't been happy in a long time. They need short jokes to jolt them awake and really keep the show going from there. The makeup helps, the jackets help, and I really love hosting because I get to do time between everybody and just make it feel like a house party.
Isn't it like the favorite?
Them
yeah. Oh man, hosting is so fun. People don't give enough credit to hosts because it's such a thankless job. You literally have to. You literally have to set everyone up as well as make sure you get your time in and just establish the crowd and get them all warmed up and hyped.
You're responsible for the energy of the room.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are the one consistent thing about that evening.
Yeah.
You're the only thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I have been very blessed to work with as far as staff and managers, you know, throughout, you know, the city and throughout the Midwest and the South, a lot of the smartest ones always feel like the hosts have to be almost as strong, if not as strong as the headliner, because the two of you are the show. And in New York in the 70s and the early 80s, you had to headline before you could host.
Ooh.
Man, you on here dropping knowledge.
You should read a book. It helps. There are so many people. Like, honestly, nobody ever reads books comedians write. And it's so silly because everything you need to know is out there.
This is true.
I mean, everything.
Do your Googles. You know, I need to do some Googles. You got I'm not even going to Google it. You got to tell me, man. Where do we get these jackets at? You know,
where do I get these jackets at? If I told you that, then you try and pull this off. And we both know that would never happen.
I mean, I gotta get a bigger size. You know, I can't squeeze in that one. But I mean,
there might be other issues, honey.
It's very Fresh Prince-esque. You know, like when Will had the jacket.
Will Smith wishes his wife's in entanglements. I keep him in. I don't have Will Smith problems.
Ooh. Who wants Will Smith problems? That's probably why he gained all that damn weight because his wife was in an entanglement.
And let me tell you, I love a divorced dad. I love a divorced dad. I've been down with that sickness before, but like, honey, you're Will Smith. You've been nominated for 3 Oscars. Get a personal trainer just to sit on your couch. Like, honey, do better.
Oh man, you know he about to lose that weight in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's gotten a personal trainer.
He's 50. He ain't losing nothing in 2 weeks, but his wife.
To another singer, okay?
To a 27-year-old singer.
Real quick.
Cannot compete.
With the shots out the gate early, you know, we like to ask everybody that comes on, you know, because this is a late night podcast. What's your late night routine, man? What gets you in the mood? Are you a drinker? Are you a smoker? What you be doing, man?
Well, I've been high for the past 6 years.
And
yeah, brother.
It's really just been a beautiful thing for me. I don't really like to drink too much anymore. Like, I don't know. I kind of think I started young, rode it hard, and finished early.
I mean, that's real.
Because, honey, when I tell you I drank. Like, I went in on it. Like, I was drinking beef eater martinis, the fucking lead on Mad Men.
What age did you start drinking?
Would you what?
What age did you start drinking?
I had my first cigarette at 11 and my first drink at about 15. 16, 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've just been at this for a minute.
You was out here.
You can't keep it up forever.
You was out here working doubles and shit, smoking 6 out of
Captain Morgan makes me eat pussy. It is the strangest thing.
Oh, wait, what?
Tequila makes her clothes fall off.
So I gotta ask you, what is the brand of squares for an 11-year-old? Is it, are you a Marlboro man? Cool menthol?
Call me Huggy Bear. I am Snoop Dogg. Like, seriously, I love a cool blue 100, and the day that Joe Biden gets rid of menthols is the day I quit smoking, and I sound like this again.
Man, all you gotta do is just go to Indiana, stock up right now for the low, just get you, a nice little supply, start selling Lucy's, you're gonna make your bread, and just keep you a couple of them.
Nate, my sophomore year English teacher texted me and said, go buy a carton and put them in the freezer. Okay, these are my positive influences. These are my role models.
Get out of here.
Dead ass serious. I am from the country.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. I don't think I ever want to keep in contact with any of my teachers.
I had a good time. I had a fucking blast.
I had a good time. I had a good time in high school for sure. I don't know if I would actually be like, hey, yo, look, keep in contact, my nigga. We did such a good no.
My closest friends have been my friends since I was 13 and 14 and 15.
Oh, nice.
I still keep in contact with my second voice teacher, the one who's still alive. I still keep in contact with a few teachers from high school. When they come to Chicago on conferences, I meet them.
Nice.
Really I pride myself on kind of keeping around the connections in my life, because it shows that you stayed consistent. And you
I agree.
Gotten fake on it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I respect people that actually sits and really hone in their relationships and not be so fickle, because everybody's so quick to just be like, all right, girl, bye, and and start a new life with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but these are also your high school teachers. You're supposed to go on and leave them. I mean, nothing wrong with that. If you have that type of relationship, that's cool. But for me, if I see you in the grocery store, it's like, what's up? Yeah, high school was fun.
Okay, Natasha Bedingfield. Okay, we get it. As we go on, we remember.
I'm like, so you still?
I don't know. I just think it's a little different because, I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Illinois, wearing this much makeup and dressing insane and not trying to reduce my personality or butch it up because I don't know how. So, the few people that got me, it just ain't the same thing. You were supposed to move on. Yep. There were maybe 3 people who treated me like a human being, and I have to honor that respect that they gave me.
Of course.
But I was going to say, those relationships there, you hold on to. The fact that, especially when you were that young, trying to really figure out yourself, and you decided yo, this is who I am. And people actually sat into it and leaned into it even more and was accepting, of course you're going to hold on to those relationships. Of course.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Just imagine if you'd gone bald at 14. The first person who didn't make fun of you, you would still be best homies with.
I'm glad I didn't. And it was crazy about that. It was actually 2 niggas in high school that were bald. I was like, yo, it's like a grown ass man on the football team with us. I'm like, why is this nigga bald? It's like,
and then you went to college and your hairline went away with your GPA.
Damn. I'm glad I
2.7s everywhere you look.
Until the right age of 28, I was like, thank you, Jesus. At least I had some good years of the hair.
28 is not a bad age to start.
Wait,
you lost it all at 28, or you were?
So I still have hair, but this region all back here, super thickness. Then as we start going to the front of the dome, the frontal lobe here, this is where it starts to get a little fuzzy, a little patchy right here. So, if I were to, let's say, not shave regularly, I would probably look like George Jefferson.
Got
little
you.
cul-de-sac kind of going.
Who, when they make a movie about his life, I'm the only one who's qualified to play Sherman Helmsley.
Factual.
I can definitely give you that one.
By the time I'm 40 years old, I'm going to look exactly like George Jefferson, who also happens to be my favorite president.
And you got the jackets too. So
All
George
there.
with the sharp ass dresser.
All there.
Actually, that was like one of my favorite fucking shows. And like I used to get in trouble all the time because I would call white people honkies as kids. And my mom would literally be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'd be in the grocery store like, "What's up, honky?" And she would be like, "No more Jeffersons for you. You can't watch any more Jeffersons." And I was like, "Yeah, George Jefferson's that nigga."
Truly was. Truly was. He was the first militant yellow man on television that they let live. Rest in peace, Malcolm X.
Seriously. No, he was.
About white people? I was like, this brother is strong. Like, yeah. Man.
And his wife was dark-skinned. A true original.
Weezy?
A true motherfucking original.
Let's just be honest. Like that show broke barriers. Like and did a lot of good for the Black community. A lot of bad too. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of good.
And they have wasn't it like the first interracial couple? The Lewis's upstairs, Tom and whatever her name was. Lenny Kravitz's mom.
Yeah, Roxy Roker.
Yeah. Roxy Roker.
Okay, I see you knowing names and shit.
Listen, not having friends till you're 14 gives you a lot of time to spend on Wikipedia. All this bullying shit has an upside. These white people are just telling you a sob story. Don't listen to everybody.
Hey, nah. I don't be listening to their tears, man. Fuck your tears.
I know, right?
Ass
Boo-hoo. Your mama
tears.
saw you sucking a dick when you were 16. Big deal. She still paid for your college. Go cry on someone else's shoulder. I'm busy.
Right. Selling man contacting you. Calm down.
Hey, man, they don't contact you either if you put them on the block list. Okay?
Like, I have nothing to say to, like, the new young gay kids, even the young Black ones anymore, because it's like, you had no problems. What's the issue? Where were you crying for 5 years? You know?
Because people are so accepting.
You have nothing to bitch about as far as racism's concerned, because they probably like have direct memories of their family having to leave places and shit. Like they think we don't know shit. I think they don't know shit. We all just bitter because we ever went through anything.
Oh man, I think that's a good time to pay some bills. We're about to get into this good old ad here. Play that thing. Man, I got some rum from the islands, and it is very good.
From the islands. You don't remember which ones, but they're from the islands.
Yeah.
This guy.
The Turks and Caicos Island. I was on the Caicos sides of the island, man. You know, after you've gone there more than one time, you know, you can refer to it as the Caicos side. As I was telling Adrian, you know.
Oh, Lord.
About my...
You ever read that children's book, If You Give a Nigga a Passport? No, just me.
Hey, look, I'll just say this, Bat. You should be saying that to Adrian, okay? He is where in the fucking world is Carmen Sandiego? Every time I look up, at least I can count on my hand how many times Adrian has done the podcast in another country and or city.
Yeah, we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that.
Once.
Hilarious.
If you looked like that, would you stay in one place or would you go where other people could?
Oh, say it.
You're right. I will be out getting stamps, passporting it up. You're absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, I always love this guy. I love you.
Summering it up.
I love that. Oh man,
it's crazy. You know. I mean, even looking at how I look, Matt, I deserve vacations. You know what you mean? Just the way Adrian
you can
looks,
go to Monticello, Indiana whenever you want.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what happened?
You can go to Monticello, Indiana whenever you want.
Come on, Matt. Don't diminish my life to just Indiana. You know, at least give me Minnesota. I can
bring me back a pack of Newports and don't complain.
At least let me go to Minnesota. I can go to Paisley Park, you know.
Okay, fine. I'll let you go somewhere cold with a lot of blonde white people who will cross the street. I'll give you something to entertain yourself with.
Give me Minnesota, not Indiana, butt crack of the USA.
Ugh.
Listen, I wouldn't. There are worse places to end up than Indiana. There's a couple good comedy clubs. Like, you know, you could find a little joy.
Yeah.
And a $400 apartment. You'd figure it out.
Oh yeah. What has been like your best place to perform and the worst place to perform?
Well, like my old home was like the original Comedy Bar location on Grand and LaSalle, which is now closed.
Yeah.
That was the first place I ever did stand up. I did like 35 shows in a month there once.
Oh wow.
That was my home. That's where I learned how to do everything difficult that that was my home. That was my real training ground. And then I would say the worst place I've ever had to perform,
I mean, you don't have to say the club, but just like...
And I won't, but there was this really, like, just tiny out of the way, not even a club, tiny little piss amp place, just little old bitty amp country place in fucking Hobart, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
I was 19 years old. I did well, but after my set, after my set, this guy who had like this big, thick, blonde mustache came lumbering over to me like John Wayne, and he was like, "I quite enjoyed your material about the homosexuality." Let me tell you, I've never run into a goddamn car so motherfucking
fast. Oh,
I have never been so prepared to leave anywhere. Because how do I know that that's not Jeffrey Dahmer's like cousin? How do I not, you know?
Who's definitely a serial killer?
I quite enjoyed your material about the homosexuality. The way country people say it is so funny because all gay guys in the middle of nowhere either sound like that or they kind of sound like this, and they always say that I can never get married because my mother's the most beautiful woman in the world. It's awful. It's awful.
Oh my god.
That's every gay guy outside of a major city.
Ugh.
And they're all my uncle. It's odd. It's odd.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's get back to the show. Let's get this first topic brought up here in a second. I'm just waiting. Ooh, all right. Get this first topic brought up here. A-Rod launches a men's makeup line. So, of course, you know, niggas on the social medias was like, oh, you know, niggas don't wear makeup. You know, real men don't wear makeup. You know, that's how we always get into that dumbass argument. But, you know, I feel like it's a really a good-ass idea. A-Rod's going to make that bag. And if we want to get more into it, you know, he's pairing up with the Hims. I guess they do a lot of men's lines, lotions, and shit like that. Mm-hmm. They're creating the Blur Stick, you know, as what they call it. Mm-hmm. You know, sleek, effective concealer, you know, to help men cover up their blemishes, razor bones, because, you know, we get those things too. You know, fellas get blemishes, you know.
This is always what I say when guys say niggas don't wear makeup, real men don't wear makeup. Listen, for about 5 years, P. Diddy and Wendy Williams had the same makeup artist. So men don't wear makeup. A good makeup artist can make it look like nothing.
Like skin.
Or like a lot. And it'll be the same talented person. I always see like the men, this is funny because this is a late night show. The men on late night have the worst makeup artist in the world. Jimmy Kimmel is wearing lipstick and bronzer and blush and like thick foundation, and the facial hair is coming through and you can see all of it. Yeah. And they look terrible.
Conan, so Conan looks pretty.
To get men looking better in front of a camera. I mean, I just really am all about that.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason that these men who are going to be on TV every night have to look like hell to be in front of a camera. There's just no reason for it. They I heard Tom Segura on his podcast talk about how he hated the way they edited his Netflix special because it looked like they put blush and lipstick on.
I remember I remember hearing that and then watching his special, and I was like, oh yeah, it does.
I watched Jerry Seinfeld's special, and he had on as much blush as I do. I'm not making a joke.
Yeah, I think it is both. First of all, Alex Rodriguez getting a makeup line. Duh, there should have been way more men jumping into this. First of all, way earlier too, because there's a lot of there's a lot of gay makeup artists that do have like collabs but not a full-blown line. And now that Patrick Starr just released his line, and he's like, men can wear makeup too, don't get it twisted, boo-boo. A lot of men wear makeup. A lot of your besties on TV be rocking makeup. Do not get it twisted. And like, stop gender rising makeup. Okay, putting a gender on makeup. Men wear makeup as well. Okay,
exactly.
And might I add, probably better than a lot of women as well. Don't get it twisted.
Well, I don't. It kind of goes back to
because
some of the gay guys sort of think like, I'm fabulous, I look great, oh my god, I can be and then they all sound like that too. But
stop.
If you're ever looking for a gay bar, do not go on Google Maps. Just follow the sound of mosquitoes. But
hell nah.
So like, there's a lot of like overconfidence because men are men, but there's also a lot of men who have studied beautiful women their entire lives with reverence and fascination, and that's sort of, I think, a little bit of where some of the really fine work comes from, when they realize what hard work it is to truly look your best.
Yeah, I love leaning towards the no makeup look, and I know a lot of and I know men that I've seen men that can do it really well, and then I've seen men that lean towards, oh, you gonna see this makeup, and where I'm just like, okay.
The makeup you see on my website when you go to msbrown.comedy.com, that landing page makeup, that's a soft boy beat. It doesn't look like barely anything, and I even left some redness and some pimples showing because I'm supposed to look young. So like, you don't want to make it perfect like this. There's different levels to it.
I mean, I gotta say this much. I wish this shit was around when I was like 13, 14, when I was going to high school with pimples and shit. I would have been like, yo.
You didn't need no pussy. It's fine.
I was like,
you could barely handle a Pizza Hut buffet, and you wanted pussy.
Man, it wasn't even. I was just like, man, I was so self-conscious. I would go on my mom's makeup bag and get a little dark one. I'm like, yes, I'm covering up this pimple. You're not gonna see this one, Vernita. You're not gonna make fun of me. And
then some girl walks up to you like this, and she's like, "What's that yellow shit on your forehead? You look nasty as hell."
Like, get the fuck out of my face! I had a pimple.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I love that idea, just especially for high schooler guys are just like, "Yo, I got a huge zit. I know everybody's gonna be gunning me." Yes, in the in the cafeteria.
I'm gonna give to, if there's like a 14-year-old boy who's listening to this right now and who's like just a young black boy who's worried about his pimples. Like, if little baby Nate is out here right now, there is a wonderful, wonderful brand out there called Black Opal that basically only makes colors for like my skin tone and deeper, and they just make these sticks. And it's just basically just paint it on, rub it in, you fine.
See?
Yeah, and it's a black, and it's a black
black-owned company.
Black-owned company and black applicators, like, because it's black as well. So it's not like you're walking around with a pink lipstick case or whatever have you. It's black.
It looks the packaging.
What's the name of the
black
company?
And white.
Black
and,
Opal.
It doesn't look, if you're worried about it looking feminine, not a problem. It would honestly look like a small deodorant.
Yeah,
well, hey,
exactly.
Man.
You could throw that.
I'll make sure I get that Black Opal. But keeping this thing rolling on here. But go ahead and put up that next thing here with the bad makeup. Every so often, I feel like this shit keeps coming back up. You know, to cancel Robert Downey, to not cancel Robert Downey Jr. for his role in Tropic Thunder, and I feel like at this point, it's just white people. It's just white people who are upset about this. I don't feel like it's any. And I don't want to speak for all black people because obviously I'm not gonna do that, but most of them, at least the ones that I hang out with, we all get it. We understand. It was a dude playing a dude, and they actually called out the fact that it was wrong.
I'm the dude playing the dude that playing the dude.
It's like they called it out. Every so often, Brandon T. Jackson was like, "What do you mean, you people?" Or he was always checking him. So it's like at some point in time, it's like white people, y'all want to be offended more than we are.
Okay, first of all, you can never get mad at a crackhead for taking a job. So that's part one.
Stop.
That is part one. But second of all, it's not Robert Downey Jr.'s fault. If you want to cancel him, we got to get the writer, we got to get the director, we got to get the producer, we got to get the 40 people who work for the production company who said that the script was all right the way it was and that the casting director needs to go too, and their assistant, because no decision on any set goes through one person and someone says fine. So it's not the actor, it is the 50 people before them that really need to be dealt with. And as far as how it works in the movie, I never saw the movie. I was 10 years old when that came out. I was in 3rd grade. I never saw Tropic Thunder. You're really never gonna get me to watch a movie like that. But from what I know from my stupid life and from my stupid degree in Black Studies, they use that shit just to project an image so that way they're in control of how we're perceived. And then when you deal with the fact that Robert Downey Jr. got nominated for a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for that, when how many black men have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor? I'm
a little, I think certain things like that, getting accolades in replace of black people that should have gotten exposure, the opportunity and whatnot, that's my only reservation. But at the same time, I'm like, they brought it up, it was a running joke. No one's on the actor, what is that, the actor studio, and Robert Downey Jr. is like, well, my best role is when I was in Tropic Thunder and I played a black man who was Australian
for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
that's his one Oscar nomination.
Yeah,
he will never be able to extricate himself from it.
Yeah,
that's crazy that's his one. He could have been, that last Iron Man, or what was it, Endgame? He could have won for that one. He could have won.
And when you think about the age of the people who are voting for the Oscars, you can't tell me they weren't pointing and giggling at Robert Downey Jr. making the final darky joke to end all darky jokes.
I was like, that boy is good. It was like, he needs an Oscar nom.
Mm-hmm. I wish it would have been me. Ted Danson's probably sitting there saying, I wish it was me.
Right. Ted Danson had blackface. Jimmy Fallon. Listen.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else did it? Jimmy Kimmel. He did Carl Malone.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel did do it. Yep, he sure did. He played
Silverman.
He did Carl Malone.
Yep, he sure did. Yep, she did.
Over that.
Damn, everybody.
I mean, at this point, I feel like if these white actors are losing roles, maybe they need to stop acting. They're good enough. You've made enough money. We don't need to see you do another rom-com. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly having just as good of a time showing her ass on Instagram at the age of 51 with all the dignity in the world.
Who is?
Sarah Silverman.
If that's what my life has come to at 50 years old, put me on the goddamn train tracks. She's an Emmy-nominated writer and actor, and that's what her life has fucking come to. There's no dignity in this goddamn business. I could just weep.
She was trying to put on a podcast, right? Show some cheeks, listen to my podcast.
You can't tell me she wanted to do that. You can't tell me she woke up at 51 years old and she said, I need to show everyone my ass this morning. Someone said, "Hey, you still look all
Madonna
right.
does it.
And
Madonna does it.
Followers.
That's one way to get your podcast subscriptions up. Maybe I need to show some cheeks. I'm double cheeked up out here. I might show some cheeks to get them subscribers up. I mean, let's go.
You think that would increase your follower count?
Hey, we about to now. We increase. We get the numbers up. You know,
that would be a mass exodus like the Bible.
I was about to say, I can't even imagine Nate being like showing those
definitely
cheeks.
not. No.
Right.
It wouldn't be like that. It would be kind of like me standing in front of the camera, you know, like some boxers on. It's just like, oh, I see Nate's got some thighs. He got something back there. It would be just something simple, like a little Hanes ad. You know, just
you'll do one.
Michael Jordan.
That's what we doing out here, you know, or jockey.
Oh wait, was that Shaquille O'Neal? I forgot who had that commercial. Shaq had all the commercials, or did they both?
Man,
but
they both
but
did.
Jordan, Mike had a he had Hanes commercial as well.
Mike had Hanes first and then Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Shaq got everything. Shaq got fucking Papa John. Shaq got insurance.
Enough. He has enough.
You can put on your balls and your feet.
Gold bond.
Yep.
Icy hot.
He got the printer, the Epson printer.
Yeah.
This man, he has the ring light. Okay, listen.
Yep.
He has all of them. Okay.
Like, 10 things we done named. Not to mention probably the local businesses he probably has, like in fucking LA or some shit.
Why not? Shit. He ain't doing nothing else.
Where are like the young players with the game like that? Like why doesn't Steph Curry have 15 endorsements? Like, because you know that career's about to come to an end, so he needs to get in front of something.
I mean, he making some money with Under Armour. They keeping him cashed out. He has Brita.
He ain't got no Shaq game.
You know, hell no, he ain't on Shaq's level yet. A lot of people ain't on Shaq's level. Shaq out here working. He like.
What about the nigga with the eyebrows? We need him out more, like anybody.
AD, yeah. Anthony Davis.
Someone to hold AD down, just take a razor and like shave that motherfucker off. Like
no, that's his trademark.
Like, remember when Nick Cannon came in there on drumline? Like, who know how to do an uptown fade? Someone needs to do a fucking uptown fade between Anthony Davis's eyebrows. Like, for real. It's like
Nick Cannon had one joke in his whole life.
Hey, man, there'll be no Nick Cannon slander on this podcast,
I saw
Matt.
him downtown once. He has more security than the motherfucking president.
Matt, there will be no Nick Cannon slander on this podcast, okay? He has brought us Drumline. He's brought us Love Don't Cost a Thing. He's brought us The Underclassmen. He has brought us some fucking hits. He has brought us rap singles. Like,
and he gave Mariah Carey hepatitis. He's contributed a lot to society.
He has. He brought us Wildin' Out. You know, you can't talk shit. I mean, his rap career.
Oh, yeah, Wildin' Out, that little piece of art, that little cultural phenomenon.
He brought us wearing suits and turbans, making it cool, okay?
Okay, that I did appreciate because I don't always want to do my hair.
Yeah. Listen, the man has lupus. Let him live because he's trying to live
stopping him from knocking people up. Jesus Christ. It ain't got no autoimmune disease.
I feel like he's like, all right, I know I only got so many years. Let me make all the kids that I can make.
When's the last time you heard of somebody dying of lupus? Like what, 1849?
Yeah, I ain't never heard. Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know. I haven't in that regard. I gotta do more research on what I know. Trick Daddy has.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fine.
With all that money, I mean, he can afford to take care. What's
yeah, but I mean, when you have multiple baby mamas and not all of them have their own money, your shit disappears real fast.
Hey man, he ain't hurting. He owns Nickelodeon.
Oh come on, they
he
ain't hurting. Office
or the CEO of Nickelodeon. I should
come
say.
On,
you know he ain't hurting. You know he ain't hurting. And plus, BET and VH1 they be playing Drumline like every fucking night. So I mean, he getting all them residuals from that shit. You know, and I feel like I watch it every time it comes on, even though I fucking own it. Well, it's a good ass fucking movie.
I'm sorry he was your first crush and you're still coming to terms with it?
No.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Not at all. I'm just saying Drumline is a dope ass.
So
Nick
like
Cannon
when you're
movie.
watching Drumline, do you ever think about sharing a 1-bedroom apartment with Nick Cannon?
Not at all.
And like cooking with him? and like putting too much wine in the spaghetti sauce and just looking deep into his eyes and wondering what he sees when he looks at yours. You ever think about that when you're watching Drumline Nate?
Matt, I don't know where you are going with this or what you are insinuating. It's not that type of party. I can just appreciate that he makes quality cinema that has got some of us through our teenage and college years. I can appreciate what Nick did. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the brother. But now it's time that we keep this
appreciate another
pay these bills.
Yes, let's appreciate another sponsor. Why don't we?
Another ad. We appreciate you, sponsors.
Okay.
It's time for a sweet tart.
You really be tarting it up.
In 10 years.
You said what? Oh man, I love candy. Yeah, it's the sweet tarts chewies.
I thought they stopped making that when they stopped making Fresca and Fanta. Like, where are you getting this shit? Like, what time machine are you buying sweet tarts
I was at the gas station.
I don't see them at 7-Eleven. I honestly think you bought like a giant bag from like Costco in like 1999, and you're just like living off of it.
They're right by the Shock Tarts at 7-Eleven.
I feel like some of the gas station candies are just outdated and expired, and then they're just like stacking them and purchasing them and getting all of the residual money, like the extra money for buying old candy and snacks.
Oh yeah, because like who is buying the peanuts at 7-Eleven? Who the fuck is worried about a high protein snack? Like they've been sitting there a couple of years. 3 years.
Date. Look, it's a date right here.
2001.
21. Check the dates and you're good, man.
20 years old, I promise you.
It's so delicious. You know,
you literally have like the appetite of a 9-year-old right now.
Bro. You popped
like,
the Eddie.
Like you just got an A on your spelling test, and that's why you feel like you deserve sweet tarts.
He was like, score.
Bro, man. I'm eating candy, bro. I'm a candy. I got M&Ms around here, Twizzlers. I just have candy. Like, I like candy.
Adrian's like, I model. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Adrian's like, I don't eat like a swine, a peasant.
I don't lean towards candy. Candy for me is raisins and cranberries. That's raisins. Candy.
Cranberries are good. Craisins? I fuck up some craisins.
I guess.
That sounds GMO-y. Like, I feel like I'd grow a third arm and not a fun one.
I do not like the hybrid mixture of food because it was clearly done in a science lab. So
I'm the only mixed thing that needs to be in my kitchen.
Ooh.
They're just dry cranberries.
We just need some basic ingredients around here. Like, I'll figure out how to season it and make it fun. Like, I don't know. I don't trust them.
Speaking of eating.
Cranberries. All right, let's get back to this. Welcome back to the podcast. Let's get this next topic brought up here. Man, it's hard out here on the dating scene. If I see red, it ain't dead. 53% of people claim how you like your steak cooked is a deal breaker in dating. There's a lot of people out here who are apparently not going on second dates for folks who got a little bit too much red in their steak. Fucking shallow as fuck.
That's your biggest determinant? Like, that's really where you feel like you know everything about them?
That's the line, man. You know?
So what is your preferred steak order in someone else? Do they have to get the same thing you do?
Yeah, I don't get that at all. That's not equating into me not wanting to talk to someone because of the fact that he orders a different a cooked steak than what I would prefer.
I mean, if I was a woman, I would want a guy who liked his steak seared on both sides because I know he'd eat my pussy on my period.
Ooh.
But like, when I really think about it, who cares?
I feel like there's two ways you can go with this. The only way I would be like, okay, I can't talk to this person is if one, the steak is just rare because you're a serial killer. Or if you're just out here like on some, I'm doing a fucking well done steak. I might not just like not talk to you. I'm gonna talk shit about you. I mean, that's a hockey puck at that point.
Well, because at that point, just why didn't you ask for a burger? Like, you clearly don't want to have like a nice meal, so just order the $14 thing, please.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. Like, I'm not a steak eater, but I know very well you're not supposed to eat steak well done. Like, that's a no-no. I know that for sure. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
So let me ask you this, Matt. Since Adrian, I guess you're disqualified since you're not a steak. Okay. I'll ask you too, because have you ever had steak? You've probably had steak at some point in time in your life, right, Adrian? Or
you've won a game before.
Maybe once.
All right, so never mind, Adrian. I'm gonna disqualify you from this one. So Matt, how do you like your steak?
I will typically order it medium rare or medium.
Okay. It's not bad,
because it always cooks a little bit more than what like
after. Yeah.
That's true. It's definitely still cooking while it's on that plate and when it gets to you. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not so much on the rare side. I'm definitely like a medium well, bring that thing on out.
Medium well, so you like it brown all the way except for pink in the tip?
Yeah.
I mean in the middle, excuse me, not the tip.
A little pink in the middle, just a little pink. Ain't nothing wrong with a little pink,
Generally speaking, yeah.
Sinful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think it's like medium. You're supposed to do medium. I don't know about medium rare, but at the same time, I'm not gonna judge you because you're doing it.
I'm judging.
Sometimes it's sort of medium rare is just sort of like wearing a fur coat. I just like the comfort of being reminded that something died for me. It's about the experience.
I'm judging the fuck out of you. And it's like every time I go to like a hibachi restaurant, it's always like a gang of niggas there, and it's always that one nigga that's like, yeah, I want like the hibachi steak, but I don't want no vegetables. I just want only chicken and my rice, and I want my meat well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have legit seen them be like, cook it more, nigga. Like, no, cook it again. And even the chef is like, bro, I can't cook it any. It's just gonna be.
He's like,
he's like, nigga, this is as well done as it's gonna get. Like, niggas be liking they fucking steaks as fucking as black as my fucking hoodie. Like, nigga, like, grow up. Like,
some people don't want to be happy.
Steak. Like, get a fucking burger, like you said.
Well, okay, but there's some people that truly just like spending money to show someone else that they have it. And so they're going to go there and show their ass, and that is their right and their privilege because they have a small dick and come in a minute, and they're just telling everybody.
Like, can we be adults about, like, just be an adult and a grown-up person? Like, nobody is checking for you when you are going out to eat, except this is all in your head. This is all in your head.
I agree. Here's some things that I would say are some deal breakers. Like, I mean, obviously, like from when I was single, like if I put here are the deal breakers. But I'm not gonna say like how you order your steak, but again, so like if we go to a restaurant and it's some shit, a nice restaurant, and you don't want to try anything, you lean towards the burger. Or you lean towards the chicken strips, you lean towards the bullshit that you can get anywhere. Mm-hmm. Those would be deal breakers for me. That would be like, that's a strike.
Those are the women who just lay there.
Yeah. Or like if we go
do what you want.
If we go to like no, don't be the dead fish. You can't be the dead fish. Or the people like if we go to like a fish restaurant, like a seafood spot, and you order like the chicken, like this is a fucking seafood spot. Why are you ordering chicken? Like, don't be that person. Like, order what their specialty is. Like, I hate those fucking people. So shit like that would be like, okay, this person, I don't know if we're going to work out. Those are the deal breakers. But not how you order your steak,
What's a deal breaker for you, Matt?
Well, I don't want to eat on the date because if I'm trying to fuck, I ain't, I ain't trying to meet no mac and cheese.
You're not trying to be full. Yeah, full.
So, like, I don't. Trying to eat first is really a problem for me. Like, we can go worry about eating after everybody's got their nut and sort of figured out what they need for the evening and can think straight.
Yeah, same. I was always confused about that. Like, after you eat, then you want to get sexy with? No, I don't. I want to go take a
I'm
shit.
bloated. I drank 3 beers. Get off of me.
You know, it's like I gotta feed you first, because you're not gonna want to fuck on an empty stomach. You're gonna be like, I'm hungry. I'm too hungry to fuck. Some people is like, no, I want to eat first. Or you might go into the under it with the intentions of you ain't getting none anyway, so I want to eat. So
that's generally speaking. Yeah, generally speaking, I'll like if I'm eating and I'm like, and I don't fuck with you, I'm like, nigga, I'm about to really eat. Can I get a?
I guess deal breakers for me are people who don't know how to tip. I get really mad when people are really shitty tippers.
Yeah.
Because I like to go places multiple times, and like I like to just like have a comfortable like sort of relationship with like my favorite restaurants. Yeah. And I don't want to have to come back to a comedy club or a bar or a restaurant that I go to a lot and have to apologize for somebody the next time when they're not around.
Like, that's that nigga that don't tip.
You know what it is? I also don't like people. I don't like over complainers, like about their food. Like if you ordered something, like unless they forgot something or like, oh, didn't it come with this or whatever have you? Like, okay, that's fine. But when you're sitting here, literally picking at every fucking thing, like, this ain't what I asked for. I asked for this to be medium with no chives on it. It's all like chives.
Just complain after I've gotten my stuff. Complain after I've gotten my food.
I'm okay with just removing whatever I don't like onto the side. Like, you don't have to bring my whole fucking plate back.
Yeah, like you don't have a dog or a friend on unemployment that'll take that shit. Like, come on.
I kind of want a new plate.
You want a new plate?
If I'm allergic to the shit that's on there,
okay, allergic. Okay, being allergic is different, but majority
if you have food allergies, I don't want to date you. That's actually a deal breaker.
I'm just saying.
If you're such a bitch that you just can't fucking leave your house and eat, I don't want to talk to you. Also, if you have asthma, grow the fuck up. Grow the motherfuck up. You're 35 and you have asthma.
If you looking like a puffer fish,
shut the fuck up. Oh my God, I hate food allergies. You can't eat peanuts. You're black and you can't eat peanuts. George Washington Carver invented peanuts. I hate food allergies. Oh my God, you 7?
You out here hating on niggas that can't breathe.
What a bitch. If I had food allergies, my mother would not have kept me. Like, I'm being dead ass serious. She's been like, oh, he swells and eats strawberries. Anybody want this mixed baby? Like, it would have been that fast.
I'll put it like this, Adrian. Because some things like onions, strong as fuck. Capers, strong onion, like garlic, strong as fuck. So if it's like look, man, take that shit off. Like, and again, don't be talking to him like you make sense. But like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, excuse me. I asked for no onions. It makes my food. The rest of it tastes like onions. Can I have, no onions? Be nice about it. But if you're talking shit to them, then if they hock a little loogie in your shit, that's on you.
If an onion ruins your night, you are not gonna have fun with me.
Hey man, I like my food the way I like it. If I said no onions, I want no onions. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, it'll be okay. We're talking about fine dining versus McDonald's. Now, if they said if you're going to a fine restaurant, I'm sure majority of the time they're pretty meticulous. If it's something like very blatant, I'm sure they're going to be like, oh my God, you did say blah blah blah. My bad, I'm sorry. But if it's something really small,
bad,
like garçon. Oh my God, is that parsley on my mashed potatoes? I asked for no parsley on my mashed potatoes. Are you serious right now?
Like that.
Blow that shit off your mashed potatoes and eat your fucking mashed potatoes.
I also find there's a lot less of the nonsense about food ever since I stopped dating white people. Once I just sort of, because their moms listen to them when they're picky. And like, nobody cares, especially not me.
I mean, I'm a picky eater, but at the same time, I know what I like. I also like to experiment as well. I'm picky to a point. Like I know what I won't eat or won't try, and I know what I'll try.
What's
Like
that?
I eat seafood. I eat seafood, and I'll lean toward if I see a new dish that has seafood in it, I'm going to try it.
If I ask you if there's anything you can't eat and then it becomes like a conversation item, I'm out. Like if it's like that long to where you can like discuss it the same way you could your day at work, out.
Again, they're like I'll eat meat every so often if I have a taste for something. But again, I know I'm not going to eat meat, so I'm not going to lean into some shit that I know I'm going to have to be like, well, there's meat on my plate. I don't want any meat.
Yeah.
You're not walking into the situation. You're not going to Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, like why would I do that? That's asinine for somebody that doesn't eat meat like
they
that.
They got a salad bar though. They got a really good salad.
Fuck out of here! Stop it.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
You don't go to Fogo de Chao to go, hey, where's your salad bar? You don't do that.
Dude, how much you want to bet? There's at least that one nigga that goes in there only eats the fucking salad. There's at least one.
Just so they can have roughage when they shit, so they can clean their system out. Fuck.
That's a lot of meat.
It is, man. You walk out fucking Fogo de Chao with the meat sweats, boy. Every time I get out of there, I feel like I gotta like undo my belt. Like it's a problem. And it's delicious. It's like I just can't stop turning my card over. I'm like, man.
The waiter's passing you sweaty napkins. Like, here's your sweat napkin, sir.
No.
It's like the Whitney Houston concert.
I do have questions though, man, about them pants. Cause I'm just like, y'all just got like fucking gauchos like in the back like this, like these little hammer pants for these niggas. Like,
it's for them to air out their balls and keep their balls circulated. Like, come on.
I will legit be doing like hammer dances. Like I'm bringing the meat to you, like with a dance on the steak and shit. Like
Vin Rames, we got the meats. We got the meat from the Army commercial.
I thought that was him. I was like, that voice sounds familiar. I was like, God damn.
We have the meats. Yeah, that's
like,
him.
Jody. That's what I be thinking about and shit.
Hey nigga, I'm about to cook. You want some?
With Vin Rames. Hey man, Vin is Holiday Heart. I just always look back to like that movie and I just be like, this nigga was fucking hilarious. And the fucking ending always pisses me the fuck off. Like a fucking Holiday Heart. It just I don't know. Y'all seen Holiday Heart?
Yeah.
I think I missed that one.
Man, you be missing all the fucking movies, man.
I haven't seen anything made after 1980. I'm busy.
God damn it, man.
Which is understandable. Like, stop shaming the youngins, okay?
I can't help it. I just, everywhere I go, it's like 1964. I'm just an old Vegas hack in a shimmery jacket, and I will not apologize for it.
Hey, let's go, Rat Pack. Let's go, Rat Pack.
There you go.
Young.
Yo. You know the old joke, I dress like a couch because I want you on top of me. You know what it is. You know what it is.
I have never heard that joke. Say that one again. Dress like a couch because I want you.
I dress like a couch because I want you on top of me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to save that one for later. I feel like I dress like a couch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that shit has holes in it.
I think we got one more ad, the last ad of this show. Let's get that thing rolling. We'll be right back. This Lakers game, CP, I don't know what's going on with him and his shoulder. I feel like these niggas be faking when they be on the ground. I be like, man, did y'all really get hurt? Like,
they're getting ready for that post NBA acting career.
Man, I feel like all of them are just ready and just they're gonna be top notch, like award-winning actors for real. The way that they flop is unbelievable.
They're gonna be the new analysts. It's gonna be Chris Paul. It's gonna be LeBron. You're gonna see Carmelo up there and probably fucking D Wade. Mm-hmm. They're gonna replace the fucking TNT crew. They're gonna be the old niggas up there talking shit. We gonna hear LeBron. Yeah, I had all these rings. You know, LeBron gonna be on that shit. He gonna be talking that king shit. I opened up a school. I left Cleveland and came back. Won a ship and then left again. Won another ship. Like, how would you feel though? Like, if you was the only nigga in your crew, the two niggas that never won a ring. Like, if I'm D Wade and I'm LeBron, I'm not like talking shit, but I'm talking shit to like Carmelo and CP3. I'm like,
yeah, that's what they do to Charles Barkley all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these rings is kind of heavy on these fingers. You wouldn't know nothing about
If
that.
Wade had a ring, he wouldn't be so nice to that kid.
I'd be like, man, you said what?
If Wade had a ring, he wouldn't be so nice to that kid.
He's got a ring. Wade has like 3
Yeah,
rings.
he has 3.
Compared, I thought you said he didn't.
No, I thought you said if he hadn't had a ring. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Doesn't have a ring, and
No,
Carmelo
I thought you
doesn't.
just said he didn't.
No, I said out of the 4, it's Wade and LeBron that have rings. Carmelo,
Chris Paul, and Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
I mean, but you know, if I'm Melo, I got Lala, so you know, that's my wife. You know, I'm okay not having a ring.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Anyway,
man, woo. That would have been an epic fight. Oh man,
that would have been
welcome
fun.
back, Matt, Adrian. You know what time it is. It's time for the final topic.
Yeah, the road.
The final topic. A lot of crazy things go on in Uber, you know, and we found a couple of those things that have been lost or left behind. We pulled up like 5 of top 5 things that people left behind. Number 1, ankle monitor. Let's roll through these. Let me pull it up.
That's the number 1 thing people leave.
That they said that was left. Ankle monitors. I got it right here.
A tooth.
2,
yes, a
tooth. Which
fallen out. It was in my pocket and seemed to have fallen out. Wow.
I'm thinking of a specific comedian right now.
We starting no shit. Don't say no names.
Oh
3.
No, I was raised properly. I talk about people behind their backs.
Number 3, 22 bundt cakes, a pan of mac and cheese. I just got a question. Like, for that one, I'm keeping the mac and cheese. If I'm not Uber, fuck them bundt cakes. But, you know, if the mac and cheese looks good,
I'll sell that bundt cake.
How do you put all that shit in a car and then just forget about it? Like, because that's work to put it in.
Cake.
Maybe they had to go to the restroom.
The express purpose of that food.
But if you're the Uber driver, you knew they had that shit in the back of that car. That Uber driver was hungry as fuck. He was like, nah, my man, I gotta slide out, got these bundt cakes. You know, Adrian, you're right. I'm selling bundt cakes. You know, either that or I'm giving them to the homeless.
I'm selling them.
You hungry? Here's a bundt cake, chief. You know.
I used to sell bundt cakes when I was younger.
Hey.
Different kind of bundt cake. Number 4, a little purple hair bonnet. I mean, you know, it might be driving all the sisters around. You know, she had to get her hair straight on her way to work. You know, she was probably going on a date. Maybe she was going to see her boo. You know,
I have a problem with bonnets being worn outside, but that's a different story.
What's your take on it?
I despise people. I feel like I'm definitely the bonnet police, where I'm just like, I'm looking and just trying to stare down. Like, now you know you're not supposed to be wearing that bonnet outside like that. Come on.
You pulling up on the BPD.
So you're telling me you do your hair to go to CVS?
No, I don't do my hair. I don't do my hair, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not throwing on no bonnet. I didn't do shit to my hair today.
So let me ask you this question. Let's go back. So let me ask you this question there. So if you're the bonnet police, does this mean you are the do-rag police and the pajama police
and the
house shoes police? Are those all wrapped up in the same category?
Listen, if I think you can wear house shoes out depending on where you are. Like if you go into the grocery store, like to the corner store, and you're wearing house shoes, okay. But
Put
if
on
you're
some
going,
slippers. Put on some sneakers.
yeah, it depends on how those house shoes look as well. Because you can just some of those house shoes actually look like flip flops to me.
So, but if they're house shoes and you leave the house, are
They
you
not house
now
shoes.
wearing them around the house again? They're no longer house.
No,
They're outside.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But
Those are
at the
outside
same
shoes.
time, you've definitely worn house shoes and walked to get your mail
I have not.
outside.
I put on flip flops. I
Oh,
have two
okay.
pairs of house shoes and they stay in the house.
I'm trying to prove a point. You was like, actually, no, nigga, that is
I don't
not
wear
what I
house
do.
shoes because to me it feels like I'm appropriating Asian culture. Like it just doesn't seem like something I should be doing. Like to me, I don't know. It reminds me of like this Vietnamese guy my mom used to date, and it's like I don't wear no house shoes. That's him. I don't know. It just seems like long list of things that are none of my business. I hang out in flip flops at home.
But at the same time, are you wearing a robe to a grocery store?
Hell no.
Are you wearing a robe to Walgreens?
Hell
No. No.
I don't think I own a robe because I've got Hugh Hefner.
I have a robe.
I mean, I do feel like I was always told like you shouldn't wear your do-rag outside the house because it was like, you know, just look presentable and shit like that. Then I was like, all right, fuck it. 50 Cent has a do-rag, I'm gonna fit it, and now I'm wearing my do-rag like that. But you know, I mean, hey, let people do what they want to do. Number 5, a bulletproof vest. Someone left a fucking bulletproof vest in the car of their Uber. They probably got shot when they got out because they forgot their vest.
In the name of fuck that job.
I was just about to say, if I was that Uber driver, I'd been like, thank God this nigga left this bulletproof vest because I need it for myself. Shit.
Legit, I'm keeping that shit.
This car's my retirement now. Shit.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm strapped up and ready, but it's like you forgot your vest at the game. Like the first one to die was this nigga Clarence because he didn't fucking bring his vest. Like, come on, nigga. Like, how you forget your vest? Like, why aren't you wearing your vest? Why is your vest just freely just chilling? Like, you should show up to the job with the vest on already. Like, come on, nigga, don't be caught lacking. Like, I mean, and it's crazy because I've driven Uber, and I'm sure y'all have been in an Uber or a Lyft, and it's some crazy shit, man. Like, I've seen some shit. I found money left in the whip. I found phones. I found drugs. None that I would do. That's why I didn't keep them.
And you didn't call me?
I was like, oh, not my drug of choice, so I don't want this. I've had niggas in the back of the car trying to actually do like coke, and I'm like, nah, bro, like let me let you out. This is not this type of vehicle, you know. So I mean, it's been some crazy moments. Like, have y'all had some crazy moments or left anything in an Uber?
I've gotten in a car accident in an Uber. Like somebody, I'm on my way to my destination, and this nigga was literally trying to make a left turn on the latest part of the red signal, and I was like, "Oh, you're a brave one for that one." And I was like, "You a brave one for that one" in my head. And as I'm saying this in my head, boom, I was like, nigga, did we just get hit?
Oh.
So we just got hit.
Did they ask you to be a witness? Were you a character witness for Uber?
No, what happened was police came. He was all up in the car. I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm back here. Can I help you? Like, I have no idea what just happened.
They questioned your ass like you was driving. I'm like, nigga, I'm the passenger.
He like rolled up. He doing the old roll the window down motion. I was like, yes.
Talking to him.
I got the fuck out the car, and I was like, let me go ahead and order me another Uber.
Right. Like, where's the location? I'm by the Uber in a crash. The accident on the highway. You'll see the police. Like, that's some crazy ass shit. What about you, Matt? You ever
if I did, I was so drunk I don't remember whatever I left.
Damn.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, if it's gone, it's gone. I really enjoyed the earliest part of my 20s, if you understand what I'm telling you. So, there's just a lot of shit, responsibilities, and morals that went missing amongst objects. So, like,
respect.
I'm just gonna say probably.
Yeah, respect. I can appreciate that.
Honey, I do not remember. I don't know.
The flip side to the Uber, there was one more thing. Adrian, you got that that last one?
Mm-mm. I've easily vomited in half a dozen Ubers and kept my 4.9 rating, though. God bless. God bless.
Oh, really?
Either out a window or like immediately after they drop me off, or I'm like, you need to let me out at the next light or this is going to be expensive for both of us. Like, I've thrown up everywhere. Ask any of my friends and be like, do you remember that time you threw up on California and Ogden? I'm like, that party was fun. Like, I've thrown up everywhere.
I've had someone throw up in my Uber, and it was the worst experience ever because she was drunk as fuck, and her homies were like, "Oh, bro, we'll go to like a Walmart 24 hours." And I'm like, "Damn right you will." And they went to Walmart, fucking came out with Clorox. They cleaned, scrubbed my shit. I was like, "Great." Dropped them off. As soon as she got out, she threw up on her homie. He was pissed. Got her to the door. She threw up again, fell in the bush. And I was like, God damn. Took pictures, still charged their ass. I was like,
yeah, you're supposed to still charge them.
150 out their ass. I'm like, don't be fucking throwing up in here. God damn it.
I pissed a little bit in the Uber.
What? What's a little bit?
Just a little bit. First of all, us ladies, we so quick to pee anywhere and everywhere, okay? Especially when we drinking up a storm. We on Lakeshore Drive, and I was like, hey, my man, can we get off any stop? Because I have to go to the bathroom. And he was like, we're almost there. I was like, oh, so... I was like, oh, so you didn't hear what I just said. We're on DuSable Drive. That will never be. That will never happen, by the way. Did you?
Name,
yeah, we're never calling it DuSable Drive, okay? Never. We were on Lakeshore Drive, and I was like, can you get off right now? Because it's about to go down. And he literally, he got off the ramp. He merged off the ramp. He was like, I was just like, take a moment right here. He's like, well, can I get off? I was like, nah, I need you to stop right here. I was like, I'm peeing. I am peeing right now.
Like, and no, you just pull over. You can drop me off at home.
No, I got out though. I did like one of them I opened up the door while he was still trying to slow down, and I was like, duck move. I did one of them duck moves and peed while I did that. What'd you say?
Did he surcharge your ass?
Hell yeah, he surcharged. And then I stopped using Uber for like 3 years.
I would too. You self-banned yourself. It was like, yeah, can't be taking these Ubers. I have a tendency to pee in the back. And
then 3 years, I literally, maybe like a couple months ago, I was like, let me open up this Uber app and see if they still got that 150. They go free. Let's go.
They fucking your last rating was like, oh yeah, she peed in the car. 0 stars.
What if like that driver has like a new stereotype now where he thinks tall black girls piss on people?
Yeah.
What
if he just has a new stereotype that makes no sense?
What if your worst rating followed you? Like it was like, damn, like she pees in the seat. Like no matter how many trips you had, it was like your worst rating is like she might pee in your seats or this person throws up. Like, what if that shit just follows you every fucking ride?
I feel like every year you should like get a clean slate. For me,
you should be like, I've grown.
Right, exactly. just have an interview with Uber and be like, hey, I am a better person now, and I would like the chance to redeem myself. Can I get those points back?
I'm like, so Adrian, do you go to the bathroom before you get in your Ubers now? We need to check off this list to make sure, we can get rid of this rating.
Before and after.
So no, I no longer pee in the car. But along like the other side of the whole Uber thing, I like the Uber Eats. Because I've always had the sneaky suspicion that they've like eating your shit, or they either just take off and don't ever bring it to you. And this fucking tweet confirmed it. Uber Eats driver sent this AG. This your Uber Eats driver, Dre. I ain't gonna cap this line long as shit. On my mama, just gonna cancel this joint. You can fix you some smoked sausages and some. My fault. What the fuck? I don't want no damn smoked sausages.
I love it. He's like, you can get this at the corner store for $6. Good night.
He was like, hey, man, them smoked sausages be hitting with a blunt, chief. Go ahead and get that. You don't need this McDonald's.
I have ordered Uber Eats so many times, stoned out of my mind and fallen asleep before they got there and just taken the charge and just, enjoyed it.
Same.
So many times.
I'm not falling asleep on no Uber Eats. Like, I done paid $35 motherfucking dollars for this shit. I'm gonna eat every little bit of it. I'm not sleeping on the $55 fucking dollar surcharges that they always hit you with.
And you know what the worst part of it, Matt, is when you wake up and you see the text of the picture of your food downstairs and you're just like, damn.
It's like when you're asleep when your booty call texts you and you ain't been laid in a long time. And it's just like, Jesus hates me. He died on the cross for me, but that nigga is pissed. Black Jesus is angry at me tonight.
Ooh, he does not want you to eat or be happy, okay?
Like the worst feeling in the world. But look, man, I'm not going to. I'm just not. I can't do it. The surcharges are too fucking high. But again, I legit feel like if you order some shit from maybe a roof crib, maybe a cheesecake factory, something that they really want, you're not getting that shit. There's been a couple orders that I didn't get in the restaurant, but when we delivered it, I'm like, nigga, he ain't show up. So now I need you to give me, I need a whole new order. Like, DoorDash, please send my food out again. I want a credit. Niggas legit be like, oh, this nigga got Benihana's. Like, hey, boo, we got Benny's tonight. Like, not delivering this shit. I'd be like, fuck it, I don't need this job. I got Benny's. You know?
Angry as hell. You angry as hell.
Bitter bitch.
I'm just saying, you don't be okay. Let me ask you this question. So, Adrian, if it was like your favorite spot, and you already like, I don't give a fuck about this job. You've been out all night. You done made your little $100, whatever your cap was. And you like, fuck it. I could go to Uber Eats. I could go to Grubhub. I don't need DoorDash. And it's your favorite restaurant. Are you not taking that food?
I mean, no. That's just not what I do.
Because if you don't need the job and you've made all the money you wanted to, why don't you just fucking buy your own goddamn dinner?
Yeah.
Because
your logic don't make no sense.
Matt, it's already in your car. It's smelling good. Look at the brown
and so
bread.
is a cum stain. Are you gonna go lick it? Like, come on.
First of all, it's not the same thing. Think of it this way: the brown bread from Cheesecake Factory smells so good. You like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this nigga's bread.
Okay, you must have taken being college broke emotionally because you are still thinking like a 22-year-old who has an empty pantry. Like,
I'm just saying, man. Hey, look, man. If it's a Friday night, I'm out, and a nigga orders Wingstop, I might eat his Wingstop, or at least I'm taking like 2 wings. I'm like, sorry, bro. I know you ordered 10, but you
it does
8.
not take much to entice you. I think every DoorDash delivery person has to weigh under 160 pounds now. I'm nervous about you fat motherfuckers trying to get in on my shit. Fuck.
Hey, man, you be out there driving. I'm like, man, these wings smell good. You know, I got the Louisiana rub. I'm taking like 2 of your wings. I'm just saying. And then, you know what? See, I'm helping you out because you're going to call the restaurant. You're going to call Uber Eats mad or whatever. They're going to give you a credit. So your next meal, you're getting a discount. I'm doing you a favor. I'm like Robin Hood of Uber Eats. I'm eating some of your shit, and then you getting a credit. So your next meal is discounted. Everybody
You know
wins.
what? Take my diarrhea. Take my diarrhea. Thank you. I didn't want it. Enjoy it.
Everybody wins. I could leave a review. I'm like, you wouldn't like it anyways, Chief. Like, this shit was garbage. It was cold. Get your money back. You know, that would be me. I'm like, you know, this is what it is. You know, that's just me. But yo, we are coming to the end of a dope episode. Definitely appreciate you for being on here, Matt. You got anything you want to shout out? What you got coming up, bro?
Oh yeah, no, Miss Brown is in town. I got a bunch of stuff coming up all the way
Put that
through
on a
June.
shirt, man.
On May 30th, I'll be at Comedy Bar at 5:30 doing all new material. And then I have a bunch of stuff coming up at Lincoln Lodge, which is one of my favorite venues to work at in the new location. It's so much fun, the location of Milwaukee. I'm going to be there June 2nd, June 17th, June 25th, and June 26th.
Hey.
So
you out here working.
We got some stuff coming up. And then I'm going to be at Comedy Bar again on July 7th. We're getting some Laugh Factory and Zanies happening again, and we will let you know more details as they come along. And you'll find them all on my social media, which will always be Ms. Brown Comedy on Instagram, msbrowncomedy.com.
You got to put that on a shirt, man. Miss Brown's coming to town. Like, that's some merch. That's got to be your merch, man.
Yeah, the merch is either going to be Miss Brown's coming to town or Down to Clown with Miss Brown. And I already
do both, man. Do both.
I like that. I really do. I like that.
Because why wouldn't you want to wear a Gay Feature X t-shirt, you know? Just carry it around with you everywhere you go. Use it as a rag.
Send me one. I'll wear it. Send us two. Me and Ava will wear them. We down to clown.
I'll send you two larges and you can sew them together.
I mean, that's fine. That is fine. You know, you skinny motherfuckers, you taking shots. It's okay.
Sorry, they're going to be designed for gay men, so they'll come in extra small, extra small. And
come on, Matt.
Those are the 3 sizes.
Come on, Matt. What about the big gays? Don't you got some bears? Come on, man. What about the big brothers?
Someone else has bears. I do not have bears. I don't attract bears. I attract bees.
Ooh, I heard that.
I'm not mad at you.
Gay guys who like Beyonce come to see me, okay?
I'm not mad at you. I'll just get a shirt and put it on a flag, and I'll be like, yes, I'm down to clown with Miss Brown. Anything you got, Boogie, that you want to shout out?
No, absolutely. No, this was an absolute fun time. I absolutely enjoyed Matt Brown, out here killing it as always. And I love his angles, his makeup. I love the way that he does all of that goodness, the contour.